My name is Dennis Mitchell. I am the head coach of Star Athletics Track Club International.
I am Justin Gatlin.
My name is Mira Lahore.
My name is Kayla Whitney.
So far, I've been on 3 Olympic teams. I've been in the Athens 2004, 2012 London, and now also 2016 Rio.
I was approached by Nike with a shoe contract, and I became one of the youngest athletes ever to sign professionally with Nike.
I am a 4-time silver medalist in the 100, 200, and 60 meters, and also a 2-time Olympian.
We were first introduced to Novothor at the 2016 Olympic trials. Alberto Salazar had a unit at his house. He offered Justin the ability to use the Novothor bed that he personally had to help him get through the rounds.
And it was crunch time, and I'm running with an ace bandage on. And Dennis comes to me and he says, look, we're gonna go over here, we're gonna try this Novothor out. And I literally did it maybe the day before, because sometimes athletes are really skeptical about doing things the day of their meet and they wanna break routine. And I remember getting off the bed and I felt so rejuvenated. I just felt like my cells were just popping like popcorn. And I told Dennis, all right, we gotta go over there before before the finals of the 200. So we went there the day of the race. So the next day we went there again. I got a Novothor treatment and I felt great. I went out there, the odds were against me. I was running in lane 8, so I was running blind. And I was still up in the air about this nagging injury I had. And I went out there and ran one of the fastest times in the world at that point in time to make the Olympic team.
The difference between him one day to the next day using the Novothor bed was like night and day. And we knew he had a really big race, and his competitor, which was a Nike athlete too, was also using the bed. So we kind of had a little, hey, you can't get it better than I can kind of thing. And Justin ended up squeezing him out by a couple of hundredths of a second to make the Olympic team and win the Olympic trials. So at that point, we were sold on Novothor.
Training became like super easy. Like I would barely feel lactic acid in my workouts. I would recover day to day, like astronomically better from years past.
I had a guy that hurt his hamstring on a Tuesday and ran track meet on Saturday. That's how confident we are with the recovery aspects of the Novothor.
Ever since I've used Novothor, I've noticed my lactic acid levels have lowered tremendously. My recovery time has been cut down almost in half.
I started seeing that our athletes were not deteriorating in their energy as fast throughout a week. So I found that when they came in to practice on Monday, they still had that same level of energy when they left practice on Friday.
Novothor is a very important tool for not only training-wise, but my recovery. And as you become an older athlete, recovery is equal to training. I got to go out there and I got to execute not only in races, but at practice, because that's where you're going to really find who you are before you get to the line. And I have to be recovered to be able to do so.
Any injury we have, we just implement this into the protocol that we usually do, and it's just sped up healing processes of everything.
I don't have to decrease my volume throughout the week. I can kind of maintain the volume that I can, and that gives me a lot of flexibility to be able to increase the amount of speed work they have, the amount of, I guess in sprinting you can call it distance work, and the amount of quality that we can put into our training philosophy.
It has sustained me, has made my career longer, where I thought maybe it would be shorter.
Now these athletes are, they're going in the mornings, they're going, after practice. They just really love it because they feel, energized, and the bed actually relaxes them while they're on there, which is something that they can't typically do on their own because their nervous systems are charged.
I feel like I'm literally tanning on the beach in Monaco. It's so soothing, so relaxing. I feel like I'm just warm and cozy, and it's great.
Where would I be at if I didn't have Novothor in my life? I would probably be somewhere sitting in a broadcasting chair, or with a stopwatch around my neck, or a whistle, or coaching.